Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. We will be listening to music like that all day long. Helps fill me up a little bit. So today we're going to start a little late on the 30 Days of Code Challenge. But this is just meant to be a refresher for those of you who have been out of the coding world for a while, and a primer for those who have never really coded before anyways. And it also serves as practice for me because I suck at coding. So, well, let's get started by looking at Day 0. Day 0, Hello World. Right, this is a classic program. And alright, so we're going to read through this mess right here. Alright, so we're going to review some basic concepts. You'll need to use the same or similar syntax. This was made originally for, I believe, Java, but we translated it to C, or they translated it to C so that we can use C++, or they use C++, so we're going to use C++. So the task, right, is they've already done some of this. They've already done this right here, save a line of input from standard into a variable. They've already printed hello world on a single line, and all we have to do is print the value of the variable on a second line. Not too hard, right? So let's see here, a single line of text denoting that, and then the print hello world, which is already done. Sample input, they've already done this. This exists magically somewhere. It's not normally you'd have to do this yourself, but anyways, so this is what it should look like. Hello world, welcome to 30 Days of Code. So go over the stuff up top that really matters. At this point, IO stream is going to be our input-output stream. That's going to allow us to take input from the keyboard and output things to the screen. And then the using namespace standard, that allows us to shorten some of the syntax, because some of that syntax can be rather long, like twice as long as it is inside this program currently. So that's the main things that we're concerned about. Now we'll move on to the next part. Alright, int, that is the return value, right? So you got return down here. That's return 0, or returns an integer, right? That integer is 0, which tells the operating system that the program has completed appropriately. If it gives anything other than a 0, then it means that we screwed up somewhere. Alright, so moving on, the note right here is just telling us, like, the 2 slashes, that's how you make a comment. The compiler will completely ignore that, and then so declare a variable name input string to hold our input. So we got string, which is the declaration of the variable type, and we got input string, which is the declaration of the variable name. Alright, so it's going to reserve some memory space, and now we will move on to read a full line of input from standard in, or cin, and save it to our variable input string. So they've already done this part for us. We don't really have to do anything with that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I will answer them as I notice them. I'm still pretty new to this whole streaming thing, so sometimes I go a few minutes without looking at the chat. I'll learn eventually. So, alright, so print a string literal saying hello world to standard out using cout. Alright, so cout, that's our output statement. That's the C++ output statement. Cout. Right? See how that works? See? Alright, so, and you have to include these 2 less than signs. Right? Brain? Yes. Brain says it's right. Okay. Then we have the string literal, which is surrounded by double quotes, which is a necessity. And then we have what we want to say, hello world. And then double quotes to end it, and then 2 more less than signs again. and then end L. End L is like the was it backslash? The backslash n, right? Backslash n. It's the same thing. All right, it ends the line. It denotes the end of a line. It's just easier to read as a human being to know that the line's ending with end L. And then you have the semicolon, which comes after every statement, the finish of every statement in C++. It allows the compiler to know, okay, we're done with this particular statement, we're moving on to another statement. And now the to-do, to-do, right? So we got the comments again. To-do is write a lot of code in here that prints the contents of the input underscore string variable to the standard output. Okay, so I'm just translating this as we go, so that you can read what they're putting on there, and you can hear what is actually occurring in human language as much as possible. Okay, so to output that variable, we need to well, let's use our brains a little bit. What do we use to output hello world? Cout, right? So cout, we're going to use the same basic syntax, the same basic look of cout. So let's go ahead and recreate that here. All right, so I'm going to go through the entire syntax of the line. All right, this is going to be where the statement is. That's going to be the marker for the end of the statement, and this will end the line, and that will end the line for the compiler. So what do we put in between these two sets of less than symbols? Well, they want us to output input string. Since it's a variable and it's not a string literal, it's not literally a string we want to put out, it's a variable that leads to a string, we don't have to use the double quotes. We could just use the no quotes at all, no quotes. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can. I could be wrong. Been wrong before. Let's see here. So input underscore string. It should be just that easy. Alright. Separate the return so that it's more readable. Alright. So we got the integer. It's at the bottom. Okay. This is our main function, which you have to have in C++. You have to have a main function. Alright, and then I know in C, generally you write void in here, but C++ is smart enough to realize if you don't put anything in there, then you're not expecting anything. It's just clever like that. Okay, and then as you can see, we have a highlighted bracket, right? Squiggly bracket, not a square bracket, but a squiggly bracket. And you'll see at the bottom there's a highlighted one that's facing the other direction. This is just to let us know that this is the beginning of the function, and then that is the end of the function. Should be this easy. This should just be it. This should be it. We should be good. Let's run code. There it is. There it is. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright, so we're going to submit the code. And we are cute. I don't know what that means. Cute. Okay, cool. Test case 0, test case 1. You've earned 30 points. That was day 0. Alright. This is the end of the stream. No, I'm just kidding. No one's here anyway, so. So we're going to continue on to the next challenge. Another one. Alright. Now, I have not looked at any of these beforehand. I waited to get permission from the the people that run the website before I streamed their website. And they were nice enough to allow me to stream this. So if you have time,